Good morning, everyone. How are you? We're going to go back to viewer favorites and viewer challenges. Last few for the month, we're going to do Fragmented Flower, which is a viewer favorite. And move that aside. I am going to show you the pattern. It looks like I have done this one before. There's my video of it from last time. Looks like that is Mimi. She has also done it, so check those out. It's a fairly simple pattern, easy to do, probably why it's a viewer favorite, right? So first thing we're going to do is inside a square we're going to draw from corner to corner and then divide it in half that way, so we have our 8 little sections. Inside that section we're going to do this little triangle. Easiest way to do that for me is to start with this one because it's kind of straight down, and then turn my page and then go straight down and turn my page. So make that triangle. Excuse me, got it itchy. And then the next step is to do again from where that is, going this way, again straight across to make that triangle. And then we do that one more time, going this way. So you're making a zigzag in that space. And then once you get it to whatever size you want, this one did it 3 times. I think in my video I did it more than that, but then you do a final one going from the end of here to the middle of this one. Instead of coming across again for another zig, go right there, and that will kind of finish off that shape. And then you go from the ends, the corners, to here. So from across the diagonal to wherever that is, however long this ended up being, that's where you put that. And then you do this one. I liked it when this lined up. See how this one doesn't quite line up in the sample? But this one more does. I planned mine to make it line up. And this sample shows it more lined up. And then you can color or embellish or do whatever you want to do in this portion. So that's what we're going to do. And I've decided to do it on one of my sparkly pages. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to turn on my light. Oh, excuse me, that was really bright. Okay. And yes, I could have, can you see the sparkle in there? Yeah, you can see the sparkle in there. Yes, I could have not sprayed the mica powder first. I could have done it afterwards. But then you guys wouldn't have the joy of seeing it on a colored background, because I would have to do all the scorching afterwards, and that's not what I wanted to do. So, but because there has the mica on it in the background, I do use the PN pens, the Micron PNs, because they have a plastic nib. They don't get clogged as much when doing that. So what I think I'm going to do, I've decided I'm going to draw in 2 colors. I'm going to draw in pink and in blue. So I'm going to draw just a big square. And I'm going to not measure anything. It's going to be sort of square-ish. You know, don't get too hung up over things. You can measure, you can, if you're a precise type person, absolutely use a straight edge. I'm less likely to do that. I do kind of want this more accurate going across this way though, so I'm going to just use my straight edge to make this part here, but I didn't do it for my square. And the only reason I'm doing it for this is just, I don't know, you know, I don't need it. I'll go straight through there and straight through there. Good enough. Okay, now I think I'm going to do the middle portion in blue and then that outer bit in pink. I think that's how I'm going to do it. So I want to zoom myself in here so I can see what was the plan. The plan was I'm going to start about this far out and I'm going to make that triangle and I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to turn the corner, go like that, and then I'm going to turn the corner like that, like that, like that, like that, that, and does that end up? Yes, it does. Like that. Okay, and now the next one is going to go from this longer bit the other direction. Wow, excuse me. So it's going to go to here. Like so. Ooh, that one's a little bit long. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm a little congested again today. Don't get it. I feel fine, but then when I start to talk, I'm all congested. I don't get it. Okay, so then this has to go going this way, like so. Like that. And then we're going from, where's the step? There's the step. Then we're going from here to about mid to there, like that. Something like that. And I want this whole inner pattern to be blue, so I'm going to come back over these pink lines and make them blue. Kind of makes them purple, but that's okay. Just like that. There goes the lid to my pen. Oh, can I reach? It's way under my desk. Gotcha. Okay. So now I want to do from the corner here to here. might be easier for me to start here and work my way to the corner. Remember to keep turning your paper to make it easier for you to draw. If it's easier for you to push your pen away from you or pull your pen toward you, make sure you're turning your paper to do just that. Okay. And now we want to do this one. Now this one is going to go, I want to kind of make it line up there, but I don't want to go right up against my, right up against my ruler. So I'm going to just stick this there, just kind of as a guide, but not right up in the corner. And then I'm going to actually draw here, like that. So I'm not right on my ruler. So it still looks organic, but I'm giving myself a guide so I don't go too far off in one direction or another. So they kind of line up. You could totally draw this whole thing with the ruler if that's your thing. Go ahead. But see, since most of this was kind of organic and not quite straight, these bits aren't exactly straight either. But something like that. Okay? And now we can embellish however we want. You can put swirls, you can put patterns, you can do whatever you want in here. I do think I am going to do like a striping pattern in here, just because I want it to be different than the one I did before. Anytime somebody says, "Can you draw me that?" No, I can't. I don't usually draw exactly the same as I did before. It's just not a thing, right? I draw similar. I can draw you something with the same kind of feel, same kind of pattern, but every time I draw something, I draw it differently. Because I am not a copy machine. If you wanted me to be a copy machine, then you would just take a picture of my work and print it out and make as many copies as you want. But I am not a copy machine. I'm an artist. So anytime anyone asks you, can you make me one that looks just like that? Your answer to that is no. Don't ever say yes, because you can't. You can get close, you can get similar, but you can't do it exactly the same. So I always say no. If you're doing commission work, you can say, I can use that pattern, I can use that same color, I can get similar results, but it won't look exactly like that one that you saw. I like how this is turning out. I think rather than using graphite for my shading, I might get my colored pencils and shade this in the blue and shade this in the pink. Maybe, or I'll do it the other way around. Maybe I'll shade this in the blue and that in the pink. Oh yes. Yes, that might work too. Should I leave it like that? Or should I do the other one going the other way? I'm a-thinking. Can you hear my, just, yeah, you can hear it just coming. Yeah, the thought processes are just, I think I'm going to go this way. A little bit wider. Have a slightly different look. It's finally not 500 degrees in my house. I'm so excited. It's still going to be warm today. Sun's supposed to come out, get about 88, but it is a pleasant temperature in here today, and I am excited about that. Yeah, let me try, you know, I'm going to use my watercolor pencils. Do I have any water in this water brush? No. Okay, do I have any water in this water brush? Ooh, yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to use my Derwent watercolor pencils, and I'm going to pick a nice, what color is this? Crimson Lake. Is that going to be too red? I don't know. I'm going to swatch it over here on a piece of scrap paper. No, that's a nice kind of deep pink. Okay. Crimson red and what color blue is this? Oops. I didn't clean my brush. I ended up with purple. Is that dark enough? I don't think that's dark enough. That's called Spectrum Blue. I don't think that's dark enough. Let's try this one. Let's try Prussian Blue. Okay, nice dark blue. Okay, so I'm going to use those two colors, Prussian Blue and Crimson Lake, to shade my piece. So I think I'm going to shade. I'm going to shade here and here and along here. I think those are the places I want to shade. So here, here, and along here. Here, here, and along here. And I'm going to come back with my water brush and activate that. Here, here, and along there. Here, here, and along there. And here, here, and along there. Let's see what that does. Get my water brush. See this red splotch on my knuckle? I had a mosquito bite on my knuckle, driving me absolutely crazy. Can you even see that? I think so. If I don't think it's dark enough, I can come back with a different color. I'll let that dry though. That seems to be working. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of blush right in the middle. Just from my leftover color. Yeah, I think that's fine. I feel like I want a little bit more right here on that piece. Piece isn't very big, but I feel like it needs a little bit of color. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, rub that off, put this pencil away so I don't lose it. This one needs a sharpen. Open that the right direction so I don't accidentally empty this out on myself. I've done that before. I like this pencil sharpener. I really like the tip that it gives me. It's this flip open triangular Faber-Castell one, but it gives you arrows where to open it, and it tells you if you open it over here you're going to clean it. So if you pull it from here instead of pulling it from here, you won't open the hinge. You will just get pencil shavings everywhere. Just an FYI if you get that. Now I'm trying to decide, how do I want to shade this? I think I want to go around this first, this whole shape. I think that's what I want to do. That. Start there anyway. Get a little water in my brush. Not exactly working the way I want it. This particular color, it might be the brush, it might be the color, it might be the paper. Or a combination of the three. But I think I may end up taking the color off the pencil and using just the brush instead of coloring first. Although it looks better on camera than it does in real life, so maybe it's not so bad. And then I think I want to come from here like that. Maybe if I give it more pigment, maybe that'll help. A little darker with the pigment. Like that. Something like that. Let's try that. Oh, I like that. Okay. So I've been planning out what I want to do for November. I am going to use the prompts for October in November. But you know, some of those prompts, if you guys have been following the prompt list for October over at pattern-collections.com, there's the pattern and then there's a suggested word to go with the pattern. And a lot of them are obviously October themed, Halloween themed. So I went through and I just chose, since I'm only going to do 3 days a week, I'm going to go back to the 3 days a week. Thank goodness, there is no way I could keep up this pace like this anymore. This is ridiculous. One a day is, it's hard. Ooh, I like how that's turning out. I am thinking that I think I want to go here. Anyways, so I went through the prompt list and I chose patterns that had words that go with November. They were good for October, but they also go with November. So I chose day 3 for tree branch, 4 for sunset colors, 6 for rain, 7 for campfire. Campfire, not that we would go camping, but like this is going to be, November is about the time we start getting out our fire pit and sitting in the backyard with the fire pit, so that's nice. 8 is coffee, 10 is pumpkin, 14 is mushroom, 17 is acorn, 19 is lantern, 20 is moon glow, 22 is autumn leaf, 26 is apples, and 28 is river. So all of those words are good November words. So that's what I've decided to do. So if you guys want to play ahead and do those words in front of me, or if you've been following along in October and you've already done those words, that's awesome. Because I think it's sometimes good to not see other people's work for the prompt until you've done yours. So if you do yours ahead of mine, then you can see how your style and your creativity and your thought process is different from mine. Because we all think differently. We all have a different expectation. Like I said, campfire sometimes means sitting around a literal campfire when you're camping, but that's more, in my mind, that's more of a summer activity. That's although we have to travel far afield to get to a place where you can have a campfire anymore in the summer because, you know, it's so dry. But there are places you can go, like if you're camping on the beach in California, you can have a campfire because you're not anywhere near anything that burns. So that's usually when I think of campfire. But then I remembered, see, my fire pit, I think of that at home with the fire pit in the backyard, sitting under a blanket and just enjoying the yard in the evening, like right after dinner with a nice warm beverage. That just makes life happy. I think I want a little bit of the pink there. I thought I was done with the pink, but I think I'm going to come back with the pink. And I'm going to take it right off of the, this is the other way you can do watercolor pencil. You can take the color straight off the tip of the pencil and then do the wash of color with that. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go here. But yeah, what I was saying is you guys may have a completely different thought about campfire and what campfire means to you. You know, maybe as a young girl, you grew up as a campfire girl, and maybe that triggers a different idea in your head of activities you did as a young girl, as a campfire girl. I was not a campfire girl. I was a brownie. Some of you were probably Boy Scouts. I know my audience doesn't have a whole lot of men, but maybe some of you were Boy Scouts, and campfire means something different to you as Boy Scout. You know, maybe you have childhood memories of campfires that are different than your adult memories of campfires. I'm just saying that everybody has their own thing, right? This feels like it didn't get quite dark enough. Well, but maybe that was the first one. Maybe it's just drying. Okay. I like how that turned out. I'm glad that somebody found it to be their favorite so that we could enjoy that pattern with you. Let me do my signature. This is Inktober, Tangletober. Tangletober, Fragmented Flower. And I'm going to sign it. And there we go. It wasn't too difficult of a pattern, but it was fun, right? Give me something to do. Oh my goodness, I found a new spot that something bit me. Now my elbow itches. Goodness sakes. I am done with mosquitoes. And you know, the silly thing is I'm not getting them at home. I'm not getting them outside. I am getting them at work. Inside the store. That's where the mosquitoes are. I don't get it. So I have to remember when I go to work to put on mosquito repellent. Ay, ay, ay. Not the thing that I remember. You don't think to yourself, well, let's get ready for work and put on mosquito repellent. Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for supporting me on my walk that I did. Some of you stepped up and gave me some donations, put me over the top of my goal, and I really appreciate that. The link for the walk will still be in the description box below for at least the rest of this month. I may leave it up for next month. It's good. That link is good for the rest of the year, but for sure I'm leaving it up until Halloween. I don't know when I'm going to take it down, but I want to thank you guys for all your support, for your understanding of the importance of this particular I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought. The importance of this particular charity in my life, and I want to thank you for your support. So you guys have a great day, go out and do something nice for someone today, just like other people have done something nice for me. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.